How do I do this? How do I accept?
Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, check this out. So back in August,
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally ordered this car.
Oh no.
And what do you think of that?
What is it? It looks like it's got one of those wraps on it, doesn't it?
It's a Dodge Hornet. So here, let me see if I can rotate the thing left.
Why would a Hornet? Why would anybody buy a Hornet? You buy a Hornet?
No, I don't want to buy a Hornet. But I thought, if you guys want it, my order is coming up in another month, and I'm not going to buy it, but I put the order in back in August. It's a Dodge.
Last August.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Shit.
2022.
And it's ready for you now, huh?
Another month.
You're not going to pick it up, right?
No. You guys don't want it?
No, we have a nice car.
How much? We got a Toyota. It's like $35,000.
35. See, we only paid $2,300, $23,000 for ours.
Yeah.
And we have everything on it.
Yeah.
You know? 35,000. That's too much for a Hornet.
Okay, well, that's what I wanted to ask, just to find out before I cancel it. You know.
Yeah, our car, actually probably was probably $25,000 because they gave us $2,000 on the van, and I only had when I paid it off, it was $23,333. $35,000. That's bullshit. They better drive for you, man. They come with a driver. Why would you even look at a Hornet? Hey, why do I have a 105.5 on the I looked it up. It's a free everything, but I can't even get that.
No, because back when I was in high school, KNAC was the heavy metal station, and I bought that sticker from my first Dodge Challenger, and when I found it in here, I thought, oh my gosh, that's so hilarious. I'm going to stick it on your car, so it's on your car.
I know. Thank you. Now it looks like a young kid is driving it,
Yeah, but the young kid that's my age, because KNAC's been gone for a long time.
Oh, man, you gotta start throwing stuff away.
People think you guys are heavy metalers.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So, rid of that Hornet. Don't buy it. We don't want it.
All right.
He's not gonna get anything. And my phone is dying. I had to just hook it up.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Hey, there he is. What's up? You want a Hornet?
No, I said.
All right. Catch you guys.
Have fun.
All right. Talk to you later.
No more stickers.
No more stickers. All right. Hey, you got the Lamborghini sticker on his walker, right? Leave that on there.
Yeah, we got that. Saw
Right.
that the other day when he was sitting there waiting for a table.
Good.
We saw it. So
Leave that on there.
that's okay there.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
So, welcome back to the channel, everybody. And yes, that was my mother and father that you just saw me talking to. And yes, in August, I promised you all, after I ordered this Hornet thing, that I would try to give it to my parents. And I would contemplate giving it to my daughter. Well, since then, we bought our daughter a beautiful, gorgeous 2022 Toyota Supra, wrapped it in hot pink, put the wing on it, made it amazing, and she is happier than ever. Go watch the delivery video because it was insane to watch her reaction. Of course, I don't think her reaction would have been the same had we showed up with this Hornet thing. As a matter of fact, as great of a kid as she is, she would have asked me, why did we spend $35,000 on that when she was perfectly fine driving the Camry? And this is not any cooler than the Camry. Maybe potentially less cool, I don't know. But I thought I would do this video real quick just to follow up on the video from August where I told you all that yes, I ordered a Hornet. And I remember doing it now, but I forgot because at the time I was in the car and I was in the heat of all the moment of Dodge rolling out from Speed Week the sticker cars and the Hornet and trying to cram the Hornet down our throat and telling us all that there were 14,000 pre-orders on that thing, and I didn't believe they could even be ordered, and I found out that most dealers had no way of ordering until I got a hold of a dealer that said, yes, they could do the order, and they got the order in. Now, that order has been in, and I figured, what the hell, I'll see what happens. I've got plenty of time. If they got 14,000 and they're willing to take my order, clearly there's no shortage of these things like there is apparently everything else. So the order went in. Well, now here it is 5 months later, and I get an email this morning that reminded me of the thing that I did that said, your order is going to production. So then I went and put the order into the system to see the little tracker here, just like ordering a pizza from Domino's. And there's my order. It is scheduled. It is going to production very soon. And I would expect this thing will be here in maybe, I don't know, a month or two. It's going to show up. I'm just guessing because they don't give you any real timeline. But this thing is rapidly on its way. And I will soon get the call to come pick up this Dodge Hornet. Now, I don't have any intention on picking that up. Apparently, I also figured out that I ordered a Tesla in 2020 under the influence of a couple martinis with my wife at a fancy mall in Orange County here, and that order is nowhere near getting built. It's electric, so go ahead and call me a hypocrite. I remember it was $100 to place an order in to buy this obnoxious thing, so I went ahead and did it. I don't think that thing's coming anytime soon. But I do think that this Hornet thing is going to be coming very soon, and I'm going to have a decision to make, if not, just make it now. And I can tell you, after the video you just watched of me calling my mother, who is, I believe, 74, 73 years old, and my dad at 75, they drive a Toyota CHR, which they love, and they would not take this car. They love that Toyota CHR. This is not something they want to drive. You heard what she said, and she felt it was too much money for what she saw in the picture. Now, it could just be that she felt it's too much money, period. But I can tell you, had she looked at something that was really cool, that excited her, they're car people too, that's where I got it from, and they would have jumped all over it and said, yes, let's go get it. As a matter of fact, my dad's been screaming that he wants a car, he needs a car, even though none of us want him driving, and he would be screaming for it. So that's the story on this thing. It's not going to come into the family. I'm going to cancel this order unless I can think of something else to do with this. For a moment there, I thought, maybe I just get rid of the Camry and get this thing and do some videos on it and show you all what this thing's all about. If you want me to do that, let me know, because I can easily do that when this thing comes in. I almost feel like I'm betraying my opinion of this thing, though, all these months since they brought it out. But Racer X, our good friend Racer X, has sunk into my brain just a little bit. And he shared, even in his last video, and he shared with me on the phone one night, that Dodge has to make these little Hornet things and sell the hell out of them to be able to build the cool stuff. And if they sell lots and lots of these things, maybe they'll come out with some cool stuff. And some cool stuff, I believe, is going to be the new Dodge SRT Banshee Daytona thing with the gas engine, with an ICE engine in it. I believe that's going to happen. I would bet anything that's going to happen. I bet with all the vitriol Dodge is taking on the electric version that they're going to give us something that's probably going to rival a Scat Pack when it comes to horsepower. That's just a guess. I could be wrong. But I think when they roll that out, if they roll that out, that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want it, because we're going to be talking about a 500 plus horsepower inline twin turbo 6-cylinder Hurricane engine that's going to be a blast to drive, I'm sure, in most likely a lighter car than the current version of the Dodge Charger. If that happens, there's going to be a lot of people lined up to buy the newest, coolest thing, and it'll have a gas engine. And I think all of you agree that that's all we really want. Yes, we want the V8. Yes, but let's get past that, which is hard for me. I got my Scat Pack. I'm holding on to it for now. But let's see if we get past that. And if there is something better gas mileage, just as fast, reliable, modern, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be open-minded. What I won't be open-minded about is the farce, which is the whole electric car thing. I don't want anything to do with that. It's not my thing. I don't want it. I liken electric cars to cooking a hamburger in your microwave versus barbecuing it in your backyard. Yes, it might be faster, it might be more efficient, but it tastes like crap. And that's how I feel about these electric cars. So I'm not interested in that. But a new version of an ICE engine that's really fast, really quick, I could maybe get used to the new look of that SRT Banshee thing if it had a real gas engine in it, and I would be open to it. And some of you are going to beat me up in the comments about it, but I just have an issue with electric. I have an issue with fake exhaust sounds. that's where my wall has to be put up. But as far as this little Hornet thing, let me know what you think about it. Should I get it and help Dodge, be able to build cool stuff per Racer X? And a lot of other articles believe that that's the objective, sell tons of these things, and then they'll build the cool stuff. Should I hold on to my loyalty, or should I stay the course on my vitriol, frustration, and anger with all the markups and ridiculous stuff that's going on out there, and how Dodge is doing us wrong after all the years of us being extremely loyal and supportive? Look, I'm pretty sure there's no way you can get me into this Hornet or into any SUV unless my wife's driving it without a heavy weapon or promising me martinis at the end. It's not going to happen. So nonetheless, I'm all for doing content for you all. So let me know what you think about that. Also, I want to address just some of the comments from people who have said, and not too many of them, I think there's maybe three at the most, people that said, the reason why I'm doing these other videos about not buying cars with markups and not paying the markups, not ordering the 2023s with markups, canceling your orders, is because I'm trying to get you all to cancel your orders so I can swoop in and buy one. Here's the deal. Watch. My channel's not big enough to have that big of an impact, to have enough, to get enough of you out there to go cancel all your orders so that I can sneakily go in and steal that order out from under you. Give me an ever-loving break. I mean, if that's the logic that some of you come up with when I'm trying to help people, trying to save people money, trying to, illuminate the factual evidence behind all that is going on with data and true scenarios that back up what I'm saying, then I can't help you. If you really think that all this I'm doing is to sneak myself into a 2023, I've already been offered a few opportunities when I was out at SEMA to get a 2023 order in. I am not ready to do that. And here's why. I just bought my daughter a $53,000 Toyota Supra, and I just bought my Scat Pack like 6 months ago. It's still like brand new. I haven't even done anything to it. We're going to do some cool stuff to it. I haven't even chopped the mufflers off that thing yet. I haven't tinted the lights. I haven't done the rear diffuser. I haven't done anything other than tint the windows on that thing. So it's still a new car to me, and I'm very happy with it. It's great. I drive it more than I drive anything. I mean, it's a blast. I love the Scat Pack. If you watch my other videos, you know that it's like my favorite car. Hellcat's a lot of fun, but it's wildly impractical and wildly inefficient when it comes to getting traction and going fast. And frankly, it's utterly and downright dangerous in rain or anything out there. Frankly, you can see them all over the internet crashing. I still love them. I still want to get one at some point, but I'm not in any hurry. And I have the luxury of being able to wait and see what happens with this car market. And if I'm wrong, then maybe I'll end up buying one down the road used from somebody. Who knows? Or maybe I'll end up finding one that the dealer gets stuck with. Let me give you a little quick heads up. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I got offered a 2022 wide body below MSRP. Now, that was the text message I'll put on the screen from the dealership. I'm not going to say where, because I'm not going to flood them with calls, and they have 3 2022s sitting there. But here's what they did tell me. The reason why they have those 2022s is because people are backing out on them. It's not that they're jumping from 2022 into 2023. It's that the interest rate was too high and the payment was too high, at least on one of these 3 that were cancellations from canceled orders. And remember, these are late 2022 deliveries that showed up recently from 2022 orders. And I'm sorry, but people don't want them, especially with the 2023 coming out. And they certainly don't want them at this giant price. And they're certainly not paying markups. So I got another text message from a good friend of mine today who had a dealer say, look, I'll sell you a 2022 if you'll just pay the add-ons. No markups, just pay the add-ons, a couple $1,000s in add-ons. And where I'm at is, if it was a 2023, I might even compromise my feelings about the add-ons, even though I think they're just ridiculous for tinted windows and Sillajet and some door edge guards for $2,000. But on a 2023, I might compromise that and say, fine, I'll let you screw me there. But for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, I'm not going to do it. But on a 2022, absolutely not. This is literally like the 5th 2022 Hellcat that I've been offered. People have messaged me and offered me to go buy. I told you guys about one recently, and it was let me get it right, it was a smoke show. It was a 2022 smoke show. I said it was Destroyer Gray, and somebody beat me up in the comments, called me a liar. What the hell's the difference? It's a smoke show, and it was offered to me at Sticker. Here's where I'm at with 2022s. I won't buy a 2022 at this point unless it's below Sticker. That's where I'm at. So I'm in a good place to be able to say, I don't need to make a decision today. I'm willing to wait them out. And if I'm wrong, I got a 2022 Scat Pack that I love sitting on my driveway that I drive every single day, and I enjoy the hell out of it. I'm perfectly fine. I've got my V8, got my Hemi. My life is good. I'll hold on to that thing. But if the right opportunity comes up, I'll make the move. Why? Because I'm not afflicted with FOMO. I don't have this fear of missing out that I gotta have this car so that I can do content. What I do get caught up in once in a while is wanting to prove to you all that I could easily, very likely, snag an allocation in, let me give me 72 hours. I could probably get an allocation just by calling a couple of the places that offered them to me already. Just to prove a point to you all. But I don't need a car showing up in 2 months or 3 months when I got all these other cars and we've got a sliding economy and interest rates are still weird. I'm just going to chill out and wait and see if I can't steal one for a good deal. I've got connections. I've made a lot of calls out there, had a lot of conversations with people, and frankly, the YouTube channel gives me a reach and an ability to go ahead and have things delivered up to me, which I'm grateful for and fortunate for. But don't think for 1 second that I'm giving you advice because I'm selfish, because I want you to cancel so that I can swoop in. That is the stupidest thing in the world, and I hope you all agree and understand that. I just want to save you all money. This video and my other videos might make me couple $100 a video. It's not a whole bunch. Altogether, yes, it's a good little chunk of money every single month. But it's not that's why I'm doing it. It's not to screw you all over. It's to help you all, to give you information to arm you against these dealerships. And I'll say this one last time. If you've got more money than you can handle, you're choking on cash, you need to get rid of it. You need to dump it. You've waited your whole life and you know you're not going to be able to take it with you. And you want to go buy that car and pay the huge markup so you can have that thing and enjoy it, knock yourself out. Go do it. More power to you. I am not judging you. But the vast majority of us, including myself in this, don't have that extra cash just to throw at a dealership to buy something and think that it's going to appreciate in value and lose our rear end. So that's where I'm at with this whole situation. And that's where I'm at with the Hornet. It was the GT Plus all-wheel drive Hornet. I'll put it back up on the screen one more time so you can see this little car. Oops, continue. And there it is in all its glory. And that is the color. I don't know what the hell that's called. That is the color. Oh, Acapulco gold exterior paint. I don't know. I liked it. It's kind of cool. And this is what it looks like. It is an Alfa Romeo, no matter how you cut it, with kind of a Dodge, little nod to Dodge in the front end. So not a horrible car, but something that even my 75-year-old parents don't want anything to do with. But I hope Dodge sells so many of them that they can deliver us some really cool stuff. And I'm going to stop bashing the daylights out of this thing because you know what? For a lot of people out there, this is going to be a great little car. And they'll have fun with it. And it'll get them from point A to point B. And it'll do the job. But not me. Unless you all tell me overwhelmingly you think I should pull the trigger on this thing when it shows up. And I'll do it just for you. I'll do it just for you because, hell, that's what this is about, isn't it? Doing content that you all love to see. Watch me torture myself in a little baby SUV. What a life I live. Anyways, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.